My name is Alex Leonard, and I'm a climbing instructor at TPASC. I was born actually not too far from here, so I've been born and raised in Scarborough my entire life. I also went to high school down at West Hill Collegiate, once again just down Morningside Avenue, and the university at UTSC. I first started rock climbing back in 2006, and it just seemed like something that was so much fun to do. I mean, I like working out, but you rarely get the opportunity to do something that is that enjoyable, like a problem-solving exercise. So, periodically I would rock climb back then. All of a sudden there was a rock wall within walking distance of my house. So from there it took off. For rock climbing, you obviously need to have a few certifications. The standard first aid, but beyond that you need to have a climbing instructor certification. One of my fellow instructors actually recommended that I apply for this position. For most of my shifts, I cover drop-in climbing, so I look forward to giving lessons. I also come in here and I put up a lot of the routes on the wall. So that's a different kind of challenge. I look forward to that because it allows me to be really creative with what I do. Working in an athletic facility, I play a lot of sports, but I can watch a lot of sports too, so I'm a pretty big Leafs fan. Blue Jays, Raptors, TFC. Spend a lot of my spare time watching our teams play and hopefully win. Some interesting things people might not know about when they first meet me. Because I went skydiving about 13 years ago. Most people wouldn't predict that for me, although I do work a rock wall, so I guess have a little bit of sense for dangerous activities. Many people don't realize that I'm ambidextrous. So a lot of sports I can play either-handed or either-footed in case of football. When I was at the University of Toronto, I used to hold my own squash tournaments back in the day. One of my favorite sports is soccer, football. As far as other sports go, I'm quite an enthusiast when it comes to cycling. I try to get my fair share of cycling in per year. I would say I have a pretty good relationship overall with members that come into the wall. We have our fair share of members that come here on a regular basis. But it helps just to be friendly with anyone who comes by, asks questions. You just try to make their experience as enjoyable as possible. We get a lot of people who come back and they're part of like a family, basically. I think I've got a pretty good relationship with staff overall. But probably because I'm in the building so often that I see and interact with so many of the staff on a pretty well daily basis. Particularly the staff in the Strength and Fitness Center, because I see them fairly often. I think it's absolutely vital to remain active. I know I tend to get a little antsy if I go more than a few days without physical activity. It's one of those things that you lose very quickly, and so obviously I try to remain active as much as possible.